Okay.
Hello. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Weekend Eats. I'm Casey, and if you don't know me by now, hey, well, you should. But I want to welcome you into my home. We're going to have a fantastic time today. We're going to wait for a couple more people that I've invited here that are special guests. And I see Miss Deborah Huckabee. You made it. You did that technology thing, Deb. I'm so proud of you. And of course, my lovely sister Pam is here as usual in all her support, all her glory. Now I'm looking for my husband. He probably still asleep. Some folks don't know how to get up. But anyhow, I have a great show for you guys. And if you give me a couple of moments, I want to let a couple more people get in so I don't have to repeat myself because I don't like doing that, as you well know. Anywho, did everybody, and I know Miss Deborah Huckabee has her cup of coffee. Jerome, how are you? Cosmic King, good to see you this morning. Hey, does everybody have their cup of coffee or their cup of tea or their protein shake, water, whatever floats your boat? See, I got to have the coffee, and I really need it today because guess what? Guess how many hours sleep I got last night? One. Yes, one. Because I'm always so excited to see all you guys on Saturday. So all of the tiredness and all of the worries, hey, get kicked to the curb. I'll pass out after I'm done. Anywho, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today. First of all, our recipe for today, because the weather is changing, we're officially in fall. Try to get a little fall colors here, kind of get everybody in the mood. And we want something warm and cozy in our tummies. I have come up with a fantastic savory 3-bean beef chili. Oh, it is to unlie for. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm playing with y'all. But it is really, really, really good. It's not going to be hard. This time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it all from scratch, but I'm going to give you the quick hack also. How about that? And of course, hey, we're going to talk about some coffee. As a matter of fact, I got mine, and look at it. Look at that cup. Don't y'all want one? Well, I'll be selling them soon, and you too can have coffee with Casey and Weekend Eats. How about that? Thanks to my wonderful sister. Love you, love you, love you. Let me get a sip. Y'all take a sip too. One moment. Ooh, the bouquet, the flavor. My barista made this for me. She just went in there and put a couple of tablespoons of. Now, what is your recipe? We got to tell them what the blend is, y'all. Okay, because we fancy up in here. What's the recipe?
It's 2.5 teaspoons of coffee and eyeball amounts of.
Okay, and you heard it straight from the beautiful assistant. Okay, she said it is 2.5 tablespoons. Teaspoons of Folgers coffee. Yeah. Instant. Yes, it is. And what?
Eyeballed amounts of creamers.
And eyeballed amounts of creamers. That is the perfect Casey blend. I want you to get yours. We're going to be having a little story time because, hey, my family is full of flavor. Trust me. Just ask my sister. Full of flavor, full of information. And as I do this show, like I said, I realize I have a plethora of stories that are food related. And I'm sure a lot of you do because whether we realize it or not, food is the nucleus of everyone's life in some way. And that's just the way it is. Then I'm going to tell you guys about some things about food. That food 411, the things you need to know about the food you put in your mouth. Then you can decide if you're going to eat it again. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to have some fun. And I'll probably be breaking out a song because I have to sing when I cook. And no, Pamela, I will not be singing Phyllis Hyman today. Thank you very much. Anywho, let's get started. How about that? So I want to look at a few things here, but I do this all the time. How cute am I with these black glasses on? Don't I match? But I got to put on the real eyes. So y'all let me clean my eyes, and then we shall begin. Oh, okay. See, the gang's all here. Let me clean my eyes, y'all. And then I can see through the world. And I'll tell y'all what I learned about coffee. Now, I was talking to Miss Huckabee the other day. I think it was Miss Huckabee, and I was telling her how coffee has great properties for you. So us coffee lovers, we being healthy. Okay, let me get my glasses on, y'all. Okie dokie. So, did you know? Because I had like 22 eye-opening facts, and I didn't get to finish them last week. So let me get this thing out of my way. I don't know why things keep popping up. So where I left off was, I think I told you guys that there are more than one coffee plant type. Different species of coffee plants exist, and not all of them are good for you or safe. So you got to be careful. Don't go around drinking everybody's coffee, okay? Because you may not live to tell about it. And I didn't say the secret word. Okay, so coffee, just regular coffee, has more caffeine in it than espresso. Now, would you think that was the case? Because we know espresso is almost like syrup, but it does. A cup of coffee, it has more caffeine than a shot of espresso. So for all of us espresso lovers, and I will never, ever buy espresso in the street again. I went to Atlantic City for my birthday. I think it was last year. My older daughter took me there. I used to enjoy that place. I don't anymore, trust me. But anyway, it was wonderful because it was nice of her to do that. In any case, we went up into this place, and I wanted some espresso. Have you ever seen the top of a mouthwash bottle? That's how much coffee they gave me. The top of a mouthwash bottle. Now I want y'all to guess how much it costs. Put it in the chat. Tell me what you think that costs. I need to know what you think it costs. Think about it. Anybody want to guess?
I have a guess.
Okay, here we go. My beautiful assistant, always telling things. Y'all not gonna let her beat y'all today. Okay, y'all got to represent. Y'all got to represent. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Boyfriend, girlfriend gave me said $8.
Keep going.
More?
Yep.
What? Okay.
Nope. There you go, Deborah. Right there. Right there. $12. $12. I kid you not. It was the size of a mouthwash top. There was nothing in it. There wasn't any frou-frou. There wasn't no whipped cream. They didn't even give it to me right. When I got that thing, I'm looking at that thing. I'm like, do they think I'm at a bar? This must have some real potent. And now they telling me that I could have got a cup of regular coffee for about $2 that would have gave me the same caffeine jolt that I was trying to get from. Yeah, how now? Don't I feel crazy? Okay. Anyhow, get your own stuff. Do you know you can make your own espresso? You just make it strong. This is why I use instant. I make coffee so strong it'll put hair on anybody's chest. It sure will. Yeah, I'm saying, at least I don't drink a whole cup of creamer like Jerome used to do. I'm telling you stories. Yes, I am. So anyway, another fact. Coffee is grown in Hawaii and parts of California. The coffee that we get, we're not getting no Columbia blend. The United States of America is getting Honolulu blend and Napa Valley blend. We are not, I don't know if anybody remembers, and I'm dating myself, but our more seasoned members, do you remember Juan Valdez and the commercial that he had, and he's coming for Colombia, and he got the beans on the donkey, and he's bringing all the way from Colombia so it can sit right here on our table. Unless he lives in California or Hawaii, he ain't brought no beans over here. Okay. Do you know that most cafes per capita are in Albania? Okay. They have the most cafes per person in the whole world. Man, they must be speedy. They must be bing, bing, binging all over the place. Okay. Every corner has, it's like New York. Every corner has a bodega. Every corner has a coffee cafe in Albania. Okay. They say the top coffee drinkers in this world are Scandinavian people. They drink more coffee than anybody in the world. Listen, these people are hyped up for either that or they drinking dishwater like my husband do, that little weak stuff. Oh. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Then they say President Teddy Roosevelt. Okay. And like I said, y'all may have to look this up. You young people, we know who he is, the more seasoned of us. Okay. He had a coffee habit. He reportedly drank a gallon. Can you imagine? This man drank a gallon of coffee every day. If they cut him, he probably, if they he gave blood, okay, it would probably come out coffee. That is a lot of coffee, don't you think? A gallon? Really? I wonder did he put creamer in it? Okay, and finally, the most expensive coffee in the world is, what does it say? Black Ivory. It's called Black Ivory. It's this coffee. I gotta find out where you can get some of this. I want to taste this. They say that this, I was fussing about $12. Do you know a cup of this Black Ivory coffee is $1,500? $1,500. Do you know how many cups of coffee? For $1,500, I probably could have Folgers for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. $1,500. Who's buying this coffee? Oprah? Bill Gates? I don't know. Ain't no, that coffee better come with the person who planted it, who's going to sit there and take a little dropper, and drop it slowly into my throat. Okay, for $1,500. Yeah. So that's what I got to say about coffee today. Now, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink some. Y'all better get some too. I'm telling you. Y'all better get with the program because this is the coffee vibe. Good. Good. My coffee's good. Yes, it is. Anyhow, we're gonna go over these ingredients for this wonderful chili that we're going to make today. You're gonna love it. So, and I got a lot of, okay, so I'm gonna tell you like this. I decided to do it from scratch just because I have all of these spices and herbs in my house. And I need to use some of these spices and herbs or they're gonna be history. So I decided, hey, let me do it from scratch. But normally what I will do, hey, how are you? Hi, Teresa. Hey, your coffee was good. It was good for me too. And today, guess what? I'm going to try to finish this coffee before the end of this show so I don't have iced coffee or renewed coffee over and over and over again. Now, so... okay, now they over here tearing up my house, okay? Y'all should have heard that. Somebody probably done tumbled down the stairs or something, but they better not bleed, not until the show is over, because I'm not going to the ER until I'm done. So, anyhow, I have a lot of spices here, but what I normally do is I will get whatever chili packet is on sale. And I'll get the low sodium and I'll get the mild because I like to step with my own flavor. And the reason why I will buy the packet is it has the vast majority of all of the spices and herbs that I'm going to show you. I must have about 12 of them. Well, you can get them in a packet. And then what you do is you step up your flavor. But I figured I'm gonna show you both ways. When you got that kind of time and you got the earth seasonings around, I'm not telling anybody to go buy all this stuff. This is stuff I've accumulated over time. Because trust me, this stuff is expensive. Do you know how much this pepper costs? Let me tell you how much this pepper costs. This pepper costs $3.29. This pepper is 1.5 ounces. In my house, this pepper will last 1.5 minutes. Now I gotta buy some more. It's ridiculous how much stuff costs. So that's one of the ingredients is the black pepper. Okay. Even if it's not Jerome, believe it or not, I wanted to get, what was it? I went to ShopRite. The ShopRite brand was just as high. It was only 2 pennies less. I'm trying to go to Aldi's and get some pepper. Now I know the pepper in Aldi's is probably, it doesn't have the ER on it. It's just pep. But I don't care. I'm not picky with the pep. I love Aldi's. They have all of these. Well, they used to really have a whole lot of generic brands. Now Aldi's trying to get all bougie on us and have regular brands, meaning higher prices. But I'm going to tell you like this. The meat, I tried it again last week, and I bought some chicken breasts. Well, if you think there are steroids in chicken breasts, Aldi's got them. They advertised the family pack that was about this big, and you thought maybe you had about 6 or 7 of them, just normal sized breasts. Child, they brought this stuff here to my house because I do Instacart. I look at this pack of chicken. There, what was it? 4 of them in there, maybe 4 or 5 of them. I don't know who the chicken was. What's that chicken that's on the cartoon? A Longhorn. What's his name? Foghorn Leghorn. You know how tall he was, like 7 feet tall. The breasts that was in that packet, they were this, I kid you not, they were this thick. They were this big. They scared me. I was making a great casserole that I make. It's called the All-in-One. And guess what? I learned this from my sister Pam. It's like an all-in-one Thanksgiving meal. You have the stuffing, you have the chicken or turkey. People usually do it after they've had Thanksgiving or something like that, and they'll use that. But I do it whenever I feel like it, and I use chicken. Listen, I cut that chicken up in the smallest pieces. I had my beautiful assistant put meat tenderizer on that chicken. It sat in the refrigerator, 3 hours? I cooked that chicken. That was the toughest bird. When I tell you that bird was straight from the mafia, that's how tough that bird was. Okay, that stuff is still sitting in my refrigerator. Everybody loves this casserole, but the bird, and my husband's like, you must have overcooked it. I didn't overcook it. Okay, it came from Aldi's, and I told him that. But see, sometimes you have to show people better than you can tell people, because she just doesn't want to go to Aldi's. She used to go all now. If I want junk food, I'm gonna go to Aldi's. If I want some spices, I'm gonna go to Aldi's. They have great salads, and for the most part, they have wonderful produce and some nice little frozen foods. But if I'm gonna get some meat, I ain't going there. I'm not going there because that thing is tough. Everything. We got the stew beef. I made this wonderful beefy vegetable soup. I'm going to do this in my long form video so you guys can see. It's a game changer, and it's keto. It is all that. I got a small pack of stewed beef from Aldi's. It looked cute. We cut it up small. 3 hours later, it finally got tender. 3.5. Now, this is with meat tenderizer on this meat. 3 hours, and it was not even a pound of meat. So I say this to say, hey, no shade. Maybe they got all these out here. They got a cow that's younger than 500 years old. Okay, I don't know. But it's been my experience every time I bought meat from them, this is except for ground turkey. I don't think they can jack that up because they grind it up anyway. But I have to go where I get the best quality. And this is why I Instacarted. I started doing that during the pandemic, and people are like, oh God, that's expensive. Let me tell you, you know what's expensive and time consuming? Expensive is when you work all week long, and then Saturday you go early in the morning. You don't come home to 4 o'clock like you done had a work day because you had to go to 5 or 6 different stores because one store doesn't have everything that you want. That is insane. So for a mere $60 a year, I have a membership with Instacart. I have my own shoppers. I can call them up and tell them, show me the money. Okay, so I can see what I want to see. I can shop at Costco's. I can shop at BJ's. I can shop at Sam's Club. I don't have a membership, but I get all discounts. I can shop at 5. Man, when the holidays come, I got 5 different shoppers coming to my house because one of them been to Sam's Club, one has gone to Giant, one with the Food Lion. What? This is how I roll. I've become an Instacart genius, and I've saved over $4,670. And all my gas, all my time, and I'm sitting here shopping while everybody else is sitting in the line. So.
Oh, but Cosmic said, wait, I like all these.
Okay, that's good. Cosmic don't cook all the stuff I cook. Okay, do ya? Have you cooked any country ribs? They must be from Aldi's in another stratosphere. Because I am telling you, now I'm not trying to give Aldi's a bad rap because I like, you know what I like about Aldi's? I like it for the employees because I never saw the validity of people having to stand up all day to check out your groceries. At least they have the common enough sense to let their cashier sit in a seat, and their cashiers are happier. They're more personable. Better customer service. They have their points. I'm just saying that sometimes that meat ain't hitting, and I'm not making this up. Ask my assistant. Ask her. So, it's high, and the prices are a little cheaper. So you kind of get what you pay for. I must admit, okay, and maybe I'll give it another shot. I'm not giving them, they got some good stuff up there. I'm not telling anybody not to go, but you might want to go somewhere else for your meat. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. You don't have to do what I say. Hint, hint. Anyway, let's get back to these. So now, I've been telling you guys, I am stuck on this celery flake. Y'all got to get some, not necessarily this brand. I can't, the flavor is so concentrated. Celery has live celery, fresh celery has never tasted like this because it's so concentrated. It's like it has a real flavor. The bomb. I have some beautiful, and I ain't mean to get no organic chili powder. This is what they had at the store. So I had to fix this for y'all, so I got that. So we're going to see if it really is all that. I don't know what makes chili powder organic other than the fact they haven't sprayed any pesticides on the chilies. So they say. I don't know. Anywho, y'all have seen this little bottle so much. Casey's Blessing. Once you get this, all this other stuff will be null and void, with the exception of maybe 3 ingredients as far as your spices. I'm still working on it. And if you guys work on your end, hey, guess what, y'all? I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. I need more watch time. Once I can get them 4,000 hours, it's on and popping. So remember, spread the word. I have some cayenne pepper because you got to step it up, a little spice in it. I got paprika because for the smoky flavor. I have marjoram, not margarine, marjoram. It's a spice. It really works well in any kind of Mexican cooking. So, but like I said, if you get the packets of the chili powder, you can just enhance it with a few things because a lot of the stuff is already in it. I have onion powder. Yep. I'm going to get this right one day. Y'all going to tell me how I'm going to put this. Okay, this is it. Onion powder. Just take my word for it. Okay. I have the garlic powder. I have my friend, white pepper, the twin to black pepper. I have coriander. Now, little story about coriander. That beautiful assistant back there that you see always complaining about cilantro, right? Do you know coriander and cilantro come from the same plant? They sure do. And it's a game changer. So coriander. I have cumin. Yes, I do. Cumin to my life. I got so much more to show you. Okay. And because I couldn't just I wanted to get some fresh oregano, trying to use some little fresh stuff. I'm trying to get all fancy today because I ain't making this for a while. I'm making a lot of it. They're going to freeze it and they better live with it. So you get yourself some Italian seasoning because it has everything. It has oregano and basil and thyme and all that. It's going to step it up a notch. Okay. And finally, some turmeric. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. This stuff is expensive. This is expensive. Not as expensive as saffron, but you don't use it as often. It's very good in Indian cooking, in Mexican cooking, shoot, just in regular cooking. I'm going to tell you, but you just put a pinch. And guess what? This is fantastic for inflammation. They even recommend that you put a little bit in your tea. I don't know about that because, I don't know about the flavor, but for medicinal purposes, hey, hold your nose, drink it. That's about all of the seasonings that I have here. Now I got your blah, blah, blah. I have tomato paste. And I have a can of tomato puree. I got some low sodium beef broth. I am trying to lower the sodium as much because I'm doing a lot of layering. And if I hear one more person say something to me about, so much seasoning. Well, this is the story of life for me. Life is boring without flavor. I like excitement, so I'm that flavor girl. You can have flavor without having lots of sodium. Things that you think don't have salt have sodium. Read your labels. You can keep it under control, and so do I. My blood work says so. I'm telling you. In any case, these are the ingredients besides. I had, and I think that my beautiful assistant probably threw it in the garbage can because I had her drain my 3 types of beans. So, did you throw the cans in the garbage?
I did.
Okay, can you pass me the beans? This is what I'm using. And I chose these beans strategically because I've had each one of them separately and they're delicious. But all together, it's a powerhouse of nutrition. So, these beans here, this is a combination. I hope you all can see. I think you can see it. Can you see? Can you see, Corey? Okay, so we have, and if you give me a spoon, I'm going to take them out and I'm show you all 3. I'm going to try to dig them out because I didn't mean for her to throw it away because I wanted y'all to see it. But, hey, we try to keep things clean up in here. And so in order for her not to hear my mouth, she probably cleaned it up because she knew I was going to be tripping with all the stuff around me because I can't live like that. I can't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You went away. Can you guys still see me? Oh, no. I made them go away. Can you see? Oh. Okay, this is because it's too much clutter. So let me go back, and I just lost the. Oh, here's the spoon. Okay, now I'm telling you, I'm having a senior moment, y'all. Okay, so I got 2 of the beans. Let me get one more. And can you take this bowl out the way out of my hand, please? Thank you. I just want to show you guys this. Okay, if you can see, the 2 little ones are little black beans. Black beans are one of the healthiest beans for you. For people who are trying to have a lower carb dynamic, the black beans are good for everything that ails you. Then I have a beautiful, not just a kidney bean, but a dark kidney bean. They have different types. I found this out the other day. That's very good as far as fiber is concerned. Okay, what are you talking about? Red wine, Teresa Lloyd. Okay, that's after I finish cooking this, you can have the red wine. Okay, or you can have it while you're cooking. It's on you. Okay, so, and then we have this here bean right here. Let's see. This little bean right here. This is called a small red bean. It's delicious. Delicious. So all of this is protein packed and filled with fiber. The combination of the trio, hey, I'm telling you, it's really, really good. And then we have some wonderful organic beef. Now, it was on sale. That's why I bought it. Usually I buy the Wagyu beef. They didn't have any. So you can use whatever kind of ground beef that you fancy. If I can get good stuff on sale, that's what I'm gonna get, the stuff that I like. I tell nobody to get what I get. So let me get these beans because now she's left. And where's the beans at? Okay.
Right on the counter.
Okay.
I got you. Trying to get food for the boys.
Okay. Oh, so the chillins is up. She trying to cook. Okay, you can put that back over there. Okay, yes, these beans, and take the top. All right, y'all. So I also have some vegetables. Can you pass me the vegetables? Yeah. And give me the meat. Okay, so usually I will use about a pound. I'll use a pound of this hamburger meat if I'm making, a pot that maybe lasts today and tomorrow. Not if it's just the three of the adults eating it. Because I'm going to tell you, the kids ain't too keen on the chili yet. I haven't figured that one out. But because I have another tall drink of water here with me today, we're going to make a lot of this because it tastes really good. And I'm going to tell you, during the week when I am working, it's really, really helpful to have this stuff in the freezer. So normally, like I said, this right here, this square is about a pound. This is some organic beef. And like I said, I got it on sale. Then I'm having a problem here. You know why? Because I keep putting stuff on top of my mouse. And I know for my family, I'm probably going to need a pound and a half. I may not use all of that. I will see once I start cooking this up and how much fat is in it. The fat is going to determine whether or not you get a lot of meat or whether or not it kind of draws up. Okay? So, you having technical difficulties with your phone, Teresa? Watching your program on your phone? Don't know why? Okay. Go to the TV then. I know listen, the lights were flickering this morning. Hence is why I was a little late because I didn't know whether or not we were going to have power. So the power gods have said, yes, 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 chili. Okay. So we have the meat and then I have my vegetables, and I'm going to try to take it out of here and not mess it up because I want you guys to see what I have. So, and you're like, okay, this woman is forever getting red stuff. But you understand red stuff has antioxidants in it. Red vegetables are good for you. Red onions are fantastic, and so are shallots for inflammation. I suffer from inflammation, so I'm going to use whatever I can to help that. So these little things over here, let me see. This over here are shallots. So I have one shallot. I have 3/4 of a medium red pepper, and you can use green pepper, yellow, you can use white onion, you can use Vidalia onion, you can use whatever you want kind of onion you like. Now these green things that you see over here, this here is fresh basil. This here is fresh cilantro. And this here is fresh chives. Chives. Why am I getting tongue-tied today? Chives that I use to garnish my chili when I'm finished, okay? Because I like to pump up the volume, me personally. I don't do rice or anything like that. My husband want rice and all this kind of stuff. So what I did, I don't know if all of you were here when I was telling you about how you can change the actual dynamics or the composition of rice to a place where it does not increase your blood sugar by cooking it the night before, at least 24 hours or the day before, putting it in your refrigerator and then reheating it. When you reheat it, it changes the dynamics from starch to fiber, and it does not. And this is straight from the Mayo Clinic. All these doctors, they've done a test. It does not increase people's glucose. Now, that does not mean you take a platter of rice and eat it. That means you do it in moderation. You subscribe to what? What are we here? We are vegans. We are going to entertain the things that we like, but we're going to do it in what? Moderation. So that's what you do with your rice. And you'll be all good. Trust me. So let me get this back over here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this meat and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to brown this meat. I started to brown it ahead of time, but I realized some people may not know how to brown meat, and hey, you need to know. I see a lot of people when they do their meats and stuff like hamburger, they will brown it up. Grease is full of in the all the grease in the pan. Okay. Call themselves half draining it. And then they put their vegetables in there and cook. I can't. I just can't. I have to make sure the grease is out. And for me, I'm going to use, and I'm going to say it correct this week. I'm going to use the NutriBullet. Yes, I am. And I'm going to pulverize my vegetables. You can chop them finely or you can chop them coarsely. It depends on what you want. I'm all about concentrating that flavor. And like I said to you guys, I would get myself a NutriBullet just for that reason. Ain't paying me. Okay, I'm just telling you, I use it. I think it's a good tool. I'm usually a Frontiers type cook. Like I told y'all, knife and fork, a pan, a pot. I ain't using all these appliances, but that one I do use. So let me get this over here. Is someone calling? I think someone's calling. Some child is calling. I think some child was calling. Hey, you got to take care of the kids. Casey love the kids. So let me get over here, y'all. And I'm going to turn my camera this way. And now y'all ain't going to be all up in my face and my business while I'm doing this, okay? The vast majority of y'all know how to brown some hamburger meat. I got a smart audience. So let me get over here. And I'm going to brown this meat. And I'm also going to put my vegetables in my bullet as well as some of these spices. Okay, y'all? So give me a moment. Let me get this thing out of here. Now, I don't know if everybody has this. Okay? I didn't always have this. I had to sit with a spatula and chop, chop, chop. Man, did I get carpal tunnel? Did I avoid trying to make any kind of spaghetti sauce, anything I had to chop up? I hated it. Did I get my beautiful assistant to do it for me? Oh, yeah. Now, when I got this set of, it was a box of spatulas and all kinds of stuff. They had this thing. This is a game changer. Here, let me show you. I don't know what you call it, but you can go on Amazon and say that thingy that crushes up hamburger. And I guess that's what you'll get. I'll try to find out the name for y'all. Okay, so, and all these beans here. Now, you can cook the beans yourself, which will take you a couple hours. You can put them all together, soak them, and then cook them. I ain't trying to do all that. I bought low sodium. I bought Goya brand. Goya brand had low sodium beans. So I bought that. And then what I did, I rinsed all of whatever liquid they had in there really, really well. Rinsed all the beans off so I can rinse off any additional sodium because I'm going to be pumping up the volume with my own flavor. And that's what I suggest you do too. It's about working smart and not working too hard. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first, let me put this over here. Let's get the vegetables inside this NutriBullet so we can have that ready because I like to do double duty. And of course, I need to get a little bit of oil. When you use the NutriBullet, you have to put a little lubrication in there. I don't want to water this down, so I'm not going to put broth in it or something. I'm going to put oil. That's what I'm going to do. Oil, yes. So give me a moment. Get some oil. Let me get my cooking spray. Cooking spray. That's what I have. All right, y'all. I know I'm Looney Tunes. Y'all need to get used to that. Okay, I have a little bit of canola oil here. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of canola oil in this magic bullet cup. So this is a tablespoon. There you go, tablespoon. There you go. And I'll put this in here. Now, for those of you who are chopping up your vegetables, what I do is, and it's totally up to you, I will slightly sweat my vegetables in another skillet. I don't want them pulverized. I want to sweat them and let them soften a little because I'm going to incorporate them in my chili. Or some people, depending on how long you want to cook it, will put the vegetables in there raw and they'll cook. Yeah, they will. Some people put it in their hamburger meat when they're doing. Yeah, I just have to have everyone has to have their own home. I treat my food very well. So my food can treat me well. So I don't do trauma meat. I don't do unhappy veggies. I try to cut them nicely so they'll know each other. And then I put them all together in a happy family and they get married. We even have a ceremony. I sing at the wedding. Yes, I do. All right, so let me get this stuff in here, child.
Oh, Cosmic King wrote that utensil you were talking about.
And this Cosmic King, you got me all discombobulated. I'm making a mess. Okay, I'm listening.
The utensil you were talking about is called a meat and potato masher.
Okay.
That's the name of it.
So, Cosmic King says, because of course he got made me look like a fool up in here. Okay, to tell me that little thing that I just showed you is no longer called a thingy. It is called a meat and potato masher. Okay, that is good to know, Cosmic King. Thank you so much. Okay, I need to get this. Can you get this? I don't want to touch anything that's dirty, and I don't want to wash my hand right now because it's a piece of onion that's on the floor. It fell when I was listening to Cosmic King and his wisdom. So I'm going to put this in here.
What did you say?
I'm going to put everything in here. I'm putting everything in here except for the chives. Because like I said, the chives are for me later when I make my bowl of chili. So let me not try to scrape them in here. I'm going to get my cilantro. And man, if you could smell the freshness of this cilantro and this basil. Now, I know people don't traditionally put basil in chili, but I have learned that certain flavors, hey, my food marries each other from different places, different countries. That's just the way it is. Nobody can tell me how I can put my stuff together. I'm not the traditional person, and I'm going to tell you, my food shows that. There are no rules. When you cook, the only rule is that it's edible for you. So don't think you got to do everything everybody does. Use a floor plan, and then do you, boo. So,
hey, Volvo 2 Love just showed up.
Hi, Volvo 2 Love. I missed you this week. Thank you for coming back. Okay, so a quick overview, Volvo 2 Love. We are doing 3-bean beefy chili. You're going to love it. You didn't really miss much. I got about 12 spices. If you want to do a quick hack, get yourself some no-name brand chili powder in a package, the packet, and then just enhance it with whatever spices and herbs that you have. So we're at the point now, I'm using my NutriBullet. I remember the name. Now, I was told by someone close to me, I was absolutely right. Back in the day, they called it a magic bullet. And then they upgraded it and they named it something else. So, I live in the past. I'm going to put this on here. Give me a second. I don't want to make it too bad for you, but... Okay, so now, this is nice. You see this consistency? This is fantastic. Now all those flavors are together. And this is just the vegetables. I'm going to take like the spices and stuff like that and do my little this and that, put it in there. And I will tell you how much I'm putting. I have 6 cans of those beans. So I have 2 of the dark kidney beans. I have 2 of the black beans, and I have 2 of the red beans. I'm feeding 7 people, 8 people, and I'm trying to have leftovers. For you, you can probably do 1 of each, or half a can if you're a person, just 2 people. And you don't want to keep any. But I'm going to tell you, once you taste this, you're going to be like, Dad, I wish I had made more of that. I'm just put it in the freezer. And it will reanimate so lovely. Yes, it will. It will preserve it, just like cryogenics. So, you can, I got to spray everything. I think that I would spray a human being to make sure they could slide through the door. I got to spray stuff. So, let me put this over here. And my, what you call it, hamburger? What did Cosmic call it? Masher. My hamburger potato masher. Yes. We are the Merry Musketeers. Mouseketeers. Always that before your time. Did anybody ever watch Reading Rainbow when they were young? Anybody tell me? Somebody give me some hearts if you've ever seen Reading Rainbow when you were young. Yes. Now, do you know why I used to watch Reading Rainbow? Not because I wanted to read, not because I liked LeVar Burton, not because they did have good books, but one moment. Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a Reading Rainbow. I can do anything. Take a look, it's in a book, the Reading Rainbow. Love that song. That's why I used to look at it, and then I turned. Yeah, that song was the bomb. It made you feel like you needed to read a book. It really did. It did. They need more of that. When I was growing up, they had Schoolhouse Rock. Every station had, on Saturday morning, they would have cartoons. ABC, CBS, NBC. And they would compete who had the best cartoons. Well, hey, you would rush to the television because, see, back then, everybody didn't have their own television, and it wasn't because people couldn't afford it. Television was more of a family thing. You spent a lot of time outside. But when you did come inside, there were certain shows that everybody would watch. We didn't have a remote control, so we turned that station, and we stayed put, okay? Because we're not getting up and down. And we all watched the same thing. And we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons. And in between the cartoons, they would have these educational things called Schoolhouse Rock. And so, for instance, they would tell you about how a bill came to be in Congress. And I can't remember all the words, but it'd be like something like, I'm just a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. And it was so cute because you would start singing these songs, but you were getting an education. And this is why I know about how politics work. Everything you did may have been fun, but it was a learning experience. Okay? I'm going to tell you, a lot of things have changed, and I try to change with it. But you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay?
Jerome commented about the song in the show. He said, wow, that ran back some memories.
Yes.
At Schoolhouse Rock, he started saying, I'm a bill.
Yes.
We were singing it over here, too. Like, that's the first song that comes to mind.
Okay, I'm going to turn my stove on here to about 8 so I can start heating up the skillet for the hamburger. Also, there was so much, Jerome, like I said, you're a few years younger than me, but you were probably cognitive enough to remember stuff. They had, it was like a whole movement. It was called Free to Be You and Me. And they had all of these celebrities, Diana Ross. They had he was a popular a football player, Rosie Greer. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Pam Grier. She was a star, actress, African-American actress in the 70s. That was her cousin. So they had all of the popular stars there. And then this person called Marlo Thomas, who her father is the creator of St. Jude's Hospital. Well, he wasn't then, but Danny Thomas was her father and she's the daughter. And so it was this thing just to kind of empower children and build self-esteem. And they had all these songs and all this stuff. And so they had this big thing going on. It was ABC. And so they had Rosie Greer was like this big. Rosie Greer was probably like, I don't know if anybody remember Refrigerator Perry. This guy was huge. He was a linebacker. I think he was a linebacker. Let me check this because it's getting hot. And so they had Rosie up, and this was the running joke because Rosie liked to, I think, knit or something, and he was so big. So they had Rosie on there, and they had a song on there, and it's called "It's All Right to Cry." So you have this big giant football player on this show sitting there in the corner. And I think he was knitting. And he's like, it's all right to cry. Crying takes the sad out of you. It's all right to cry. It might make you feel better. It was so funny, but they had all kinds of things when I was growing up. And, we just sang these songs and stuff. And we knew the words to all of our songs. That is the difference between what I'm finding these days. The kids, they bop their heads to the beat or the lack of beat. Okay, because I got a whole nother feeling about the lack of beat. Where's the baseline in these things? Okay, but you ask them what is being said. I don't know. So what's the song about? I don't know. I just like this song. I can sit up here and I can just go down the line singing songs, every single lyric. There's so many songs throughout my whole entire life and beyond. And I even know every single lyric of every song. I am 61 years old and I still know the lyrics to these songs. Okay? Which goes to show you the things that will live on and the things that they just live right now. Okay? Because I'm not going to remember that beat, but I'm sure I'm going to remember them words. And those words had meaning. We talked about love. We talked about situations. But I'm going to be totally honest. We were quite discreet. You could be 8 years old, singing about something you ain't got no business even knowing about. But because of all the metaphors, hey, you grooving to it. And everybody's just clapping for you and you singing these songs and you 8 years old and you don't realize what the song is saying until, hey, you get to be my age. I have a perfect example. So, I love Gladys Knight. I always sang Gladys Knight music. And guys, so far I've used 1 pound of this meat. I'm going to see what it looks like because it looks a little greasy to me. Okay? But I love Gladys Knight and I had learned every song because I was in a group and it was a theatrical group and I was a singer and I did a lot of singing when I was young. And I didn't really understand what she was talking about. I just felt her and I could sing her and I loved her and I was a kid. Probably about 10, 11, like that. Singing Gladys Knight, can you imagine? So anyway, she had a song called If I Were Your Woman. That was one of the songs. I'm singing this song, I'm like 10, 11. If I were your woman and you were my man, there'd be no other woman. You be something as you be something as a lamb. Basically, this song is talking about she wanted to take this man from somebody else, and she's promising him how good she gonna be. I'm sitting here singing this when I'm 10. Or it get better. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Oh, that was the song. I used to bring the house down with that one. Yeah, you know what that's about. Okay, a dysfunctional relationship where neither one of them have the guts to leave it, but they ain't loving either one of each other. So I'm sitting here. It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. I was about 11. Ooh, for some ungodly reason, we just won't let it die. I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Now, what I know about that? I'm watching TV on my television. They had bra commercials with black silhouettes. You couldn't even see the face. This is how things were censored. And I'm sitting there at this age in front of like 100 people talking about, I don't want to be the first to say, I didn't know what I was saying. But Lord, was I singing it. I'm telling you. So I say this to say, we did a very good job at using descriptive or metaphors. Nowadays, hey, shake her booty, jiggle of this, whatever. They don't care. They don't care. They just, everything is so sexualized. And I'm not saying that we didn't talk about those things back then, but hey, we had enough sense to know to put it in code. For real. I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know if I sang this or what. Did I ever do Mary Jane by Rick James? Oh. Yes, Rick James. That song was the bomb. Mary Jane, if any of you know it, he was talking about weed. That's what they say. I don't know that for sure, but it could be. Okay, I don't know. It has not been substantiated. Okay, guys. So I'm thinking that I'm probably, because I got this question pretty big, I think I'm going to use the other part of this meat. Let me put it in here, crush it up real good on this, because this is a lot of oil in here, but it's to be organic. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, is this one of the 100 cows? Because I'm not feeling this. So I'm going to crush this up a little bit more. Yes, I am. So, I say this to say a lot of the songs, I'm just like, I really didn't know what I was singing. I probably shouldn't have been singing it. I don't even know if my mama knew that what I was singing. But I sounded good, so that was the thing. And it was so cute for your kids to do that. Nowadays, I don't know if I want my kids to be singing some of this stuff. Because, you got to have some meaning to what you say. Songs are a way of expressing yourself. I was telling somebody the other day, do you know I could sit and have a conversation with you and sing a song the whole conversation? There's a song for everything. This is why I sit up here while I'm cooking and I will sing songs. Usually, like I said, I have music. However, I can't do that on TV, on live TV, because I don't have the copyrights to all this stuff. But that doesn't stop me from being my own radio station. Listen to me, radio station. Do they have radio stations anymore? Anybody know if they have radio stations? Okay, whatever. Well, they need to have them. Okay, they need to have radio stations. They need to have disc jockeys. They need to have some real music. And don't tell me about no MP4. Is that what it is? I'm still stuck on. Listen, I'm still stuck on the CDs. Okay, that's what I got. I'm sorry. And Jill Scott sounds real good on there. Is it the way you love this chili? Woo! I got a little meat over here on here. Let me clean this up. This is coming real good. Now, you can really grind this up really small if you want to. For those of you who worry about your digestion, or it can be a little bit more coarse. I am so happy with this little thing right here. You don't know, this works wonders when you have the friend author. When you have the companion author, you know what I mean. Y'all send me a heart if you know who author is. Okay, when you have author and you need to do stuff like this, and you still attached with cooking, and you can't be like some people my age and not do it. This is a game changer. Whoever came up with this should be a gazillionaire. I am telling you, this is fantastic. This is great. So now this is what I was saying to you guys about, and let me clean this up. This is what I was saying to y'all about people who do the beef. Now, if you use turkey is a drier meat. You can kind of cook the oil out of it and you don't have to drain it. However, I'm going to let y'all see this. If you can see. Can y'all see?
Jerome asked, do you remember Wolfman Jack?
Yes, I do. Can you see? Okay, Jerome, let them see the oil is hot. Can you see the oil? So, you know, I got to drain this off. Now, continue, Jerome. Yes, I do remember Wolfman Jack. Yes, I do. I remember all those disc jockeys or DJs, whatever you want to call them. So, now I'm going to drain this oil off of here because I'm not trying to have an oil party. And don't worry, I have a cup in here. I'm draining this in here. I'm not putting this in my sink. Okay, y'all just need to know. I'm going to take this. Let me rinse that area out. Put a little in Spain. Look at it. This stuff right here, this Dawn dishwasher detergent, not only is it antibacterial, but it cuts grease. And you know, they used to have something called grease release. So if you got a little grease stain on your clothing, that it would take it off. And I don't know why they stopped making it because it was really good. So now, and this is just a little hack, and this is away from food, but it is kitchen stuff. If you ever get a grease stain on something, you take it and you take some of this Dawn, the grease dishwashing detergent, and rub it in while it's dry, scrub it, then you wash it on cold, not on hot, because if you do hot or warm, it'll seal the grease in the material. But if you do it that way, the grease stain will come out. Just a little tidbit, okay? That's what you know. All right, so let me clean this up. And then we're going to get down to business for real. Okay? So let me get this over here. Let me wipe this down because I have to put this big pot on this big giant eye over here. And our hamburger is good. I don't have to heat up. You know, I don't have to sweat my vegetables because they're in here. That's another thing. When you do it like this, that cuts down some extra work. Let me wipe this off because y'all know I can't live with dirt on my stove. I can't. So, I just got all these songs in my head. Now I'm thinking Stevie Wonder. How many of you remember this song? You make my soul a burning fire. You're getting to be my one desire. You're getting to be all that matters to me. Well, let me tell you, girl, I hope and pray each day I live. A little more love I'll have to give. A little more love that's devoted and true. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Y'all know the song? Come on. Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all know it, but anybody else? Okay. I see us in the park, strolling the summer days of imaginings in my head and words from our hearts told only to the wind, felt even without being said. And I don't want to bore you with my troubles. Come on. But there's something about your love that I ain't saying the rest of it. Y'all gotta know the song.
You know that one.
Okay.
Jerome said, can you sing Mahogany?
Mahogany? What? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind and there's no open door? What are you hoping for? Do you know? Once we were standing still in time, chasing the fantasies that filled our minds. You knew how I loved you when my spirit was free, laughing at the questions that you once asked of me. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? That one, Jerome?
Yeah, he said, there we go. He did the thing.
Okay, so I'm going to take these beautiful beans and I'm going to do what? I'm going to put the beans in the pot. Whoa, yes, beautiful. And I'm going to put this over here. And then, can you guess what I'm going to do next? I bet you can. It'll be a secret. I won't tell anybody. Okay, come on, y'all. Listen, I'm going to take this meat. I'm going to get a spoon. And I'm going to take the meat, y'all. And I'm going to put the hamburger meat in here, okay? So, I'm going to take the hamburger meat and I'm going to put it up in this piece just like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, oh, this is good. So, yeah, this was 1.5 pounds of hamburger and 2, 4, 6 cans of the beans. Okay? So, that's good. I got that in there. Let's get this in here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take this NutriBullet and I'm going to put it away so it can live for another day. I've had this thing a lot of years. Oh, goodness, I don't know how long I had this thing. Did I ever use it for what it was meant to be used for? Heck to the no. Okay, I'll find something to do with it. So I'm going to put this over here, y'all. And I'm going to start bringing my ingredients over here. And beautiful assistant, can you help me bring some of these ingredients over here so I can do it a little quicker, please?
Yes, can.
Okay, so I'm bringing all my spices and stuff over here, y'all. Now, we've already been over the spices. This is the stuff here. This is the stuff that great things are made of, y'all. Okay. Get closest. Can't touch this. Oh, man, I saw a guy on TikTok, y'all. When I tell you this man brought back some memory, this man, I forgot his name. I meant to remember so I could tell you guys to look. Or maybe he's even on YouTube. I don't know. This man was singing Jeffrey Osborne, but he was singing Jeffrey Osborne when he was with the group LTD. I must have been all about 14, 15. Anybody remember LTD? Jerome? Anybody? Well, they had this song, and I had to be in 10th grade. They had this song. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm incorporating the beans and the meat. It's no seasoning in here. Oh, this is a story. This is a great story about chili. Now, and I probably told this in one of my videos, but y'all won't watch my videos, so you missed the story. So, the first time I ever had chili, my mama, with her cute self, decided she gonna make something called pinto beans and ground beef. Well, every time she made chili, she put the pinto. Now, people do use pinto beans in chili. She didn't use kidney beans. She ain't know nothing about all that. So what she would do is she would get the hamburger meat and brown it. She browned some green peppers and some onions, put it together, season it up a little with some salt, whatever. And then she mixed it with the pinto beans. And that was it. Well, needless to say, I didn't like dinner that night. I couldn't stand pinto beans and ground beef. My younger sister, that was her thing. But when my mother got hip to using chili powder, you know, the little packets, and she started making the chili, game changer. It's still, I ate it. My father loved it, but of course, he had a little sister. My mother got to make a small pot of the pinto beans and ground beef for Trouble Child. So, in any case, then when I got older, I said, me being me, I'm going to Casey-ize it and step it up a notch. And hence, I came up with this. I make 3 types of chili. I make a straight black bean chili with no meat, which is delicious. I make a black bean turkey chili, which is fabulous. And now this one. So you have choices. Yeah, you do. So let me get over here. I'm going to open up these cans. And remember, guys, when you get canned foods, wash off the top of the can. I'm not being persnickety. You don't know what been walking on this can. And it's going to go in your food. And there ain't enough heat in the world to kill some of these germs. I'm just saying. So I've already washed my cans, and I'm going to open them now. So let me get over here with my beautiful can opener. And what this can opener does, y'all, it opens stuff up, but then it bends the top of the can so you can replace the top. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let me open that up. Let me do the puree, tomato puree. That is fantastic. Now, this is a big old can of puree. When I looked online, I didn't know it was this big. So I bought 2 of them, 28 ounces. You're probably not going to have to use that. I may use half of this in the amount, with the amount of beans and meat that I have. So you may use a quarter of this, okay, if you're making a serving size for, you know, less people. Let me get this out the way. So now we're going to start building our flavors, guys. Can we say, build our flavors, build our flavors? Yes, we are. We are the flavor bunch. Anybody that comes here and looks at me or looks at my videos likes flavor. If you don't like flavor, then don't put it in there. But the recipes are still good. I'm going to tell you, flavor is all that. Okay, I'm just saying, come on. It's no fun without flavor, without spice. Come on. So I'm going to put this in here. Is anybody saying anything in my chat since my beautiful assistant has gone silent on me?
The last thing that was said was leave Casey some likes on the live and subscribe and share.
Yes, please do. And tell a friend. You know, I enjoy being with you guys. I really do. I enjoy new people into my family. I look at all you guys as part of my family. I really do. Now, I just put, though, the bell peppers and the onions and stuff, that mixture from the NutriBullet into this mixture. So now I'm going to start hitting it with these millions of seasonings I have. Oh, and also, you can, like I said, you know, it's about how much time you want to put into it. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't do it like this all the time. I really don't. But I figure, hey, this is special. This is for you guys. So I'm taking about a tablespoonful of my celery flakes and putting it in here. There's going to be a whole lot of addition. It's going to look like a lot of seasoning, but you got to realize I have a lot of food here. So for me, probably about a tablespoon and a half of the celery flakes. You probably want to use, if you are doing for 4 people, probably a teaspoonful. Okay, so now I'm going to this margarine stuff. Okay, I'm going to use also another tablespoonful of margarine. Okay, and there you go. I'm putting that in there. I'm going to make it rain. And then I'm going to do all the dried ingredients first. That way, I can just sprinkle my garlic powder and stuff. So I'm going to do a teaspoonful of the Italian seasoning. Put that back. Let's see what else I have here. I am going to do the ground cumin, but I'm going to sprinkle that because that's not in the form of a spice. And I am going to start off with my sprinkle spices. Casey's Blessing, or like I said, you can get any all-purpose seasoning that you enjoy for now. But once this get on the shelves, I'm going to consider you a traitor if you don't buy this. Once you buy this, you'll have one seasoning in your cabinet, for real. You really will. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. This stuff is the bomb. Anyway, so I'm going to put a tablespoonful in sprinkles of Casey's Blessing. So I'm just kind of shaking it around here. And I'm going to bring this pot to y'all so y'all can see what it needs to look like. I know it looks like I'm shaking a lot, but you got to realize if you measure it in a tablespoon, it'll be a little bit different. The holes on this are kind of small. So let me put that back. I'm going to do half a teaspoonful of ground white pepper. Okay. I am going to do some coriander. We're going to do half a teaspoon of coriander because I actually have fresh cilantro in here. Ooh, that's going to be good. Okay. I am going to do, where did I do everything? Okay, then I'm going to do the cumin. I'm going to do a half a teaspoonful of cumin, probably a whole teaspoonful of cumin. Let me open this up. Teaspoonful of cumin. Okay. I have my chili powder. Now, I'm definitely going to do a tablespoonful in this big pot. You probably want to do a teaspoonful or a teaspoonful and a half, depending on, how strong you want it. Now, this is not hot. This is just about the chili flavor. And if you use the packets, you don't have to do as much as this stuff. You can add some of these things, but the packet already has the vast majority of these spices and stuff in it. You just want to knock it up a little because anything they make nowadays prepackaged, they're not going to put that much of anything in it. So you want to enhance things with your own seasonings. And then you taste it. That's how you roll. At this point in my life, I don't have to taste it. I can smell it. I can look at it. I know what it is. But taste, then add. That is my advice if you're new at this. Okay, I'm going to put my paprika in there. That's going to be a half a teaspoonful. And this is not for color. This is for the smoky flavor. Like I told you guys, you have different paprikas that come from different regions. And they do have flavor. It's not just about it, giving color. It does do that too. And of course, I'm going to add some onion powder. I'm going to add a tablespoon of onion powder in here. And I do this even though I have the fresh onions because it enhances the flavor. These powders are no sodium and the flavors are really, really condensed. So it really brings it out. And I use garlic powder because I'm going to tell you, I like garlic, but I don't like garlic to take over my food. I like it to add to the dynamic. When you use a lot of garlic, and here I go. Excuse me, I'm sneezing. Y'all are reminding me about the white pepper. Every time I use it, I sneeze. Let me wash my hands. Okay. And it's just a personal thing. I use garlic powder because I find fresh garlic is just a little bit too strong for my taste. I don't want garlic to overpower my food. I want garlic to be a beautiful accent to the meal. I don't want it to be the main event. And that's me. You can use fresh garlic. You can use garlic powder. If you're prone to using salt, you can use garlic salt. I don't use any salted spices or anything like that. That way, that gives me room to build. All right. So I did the garlic powder. I did onion powder. I'm going to do the turmeric. And I think I did Italian seasoning. And I'm going to do the black pepper. And that'll be all we have for our seasoning for now. So with the turmeric, you want to go kind of like it's a very strong flavor. I would do a half a teaspoonful of turmeric for me, but for you, probably a quarter teaspoonful. And it depends on how much you're making. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little pepper in here. And that'll be a half a teaspoonful of pepper because I got all the cayenne pepper. So y'all always almost let me forget. Cayenne pepper. I'm not going to put a lot of cayenne pepper in it because I like like I said, I like spicy, but I don't want to be on fire. I don't need to invite the fire department to my house to hose my mouth off. I'm just saying. I don't know about y'all. So you put in as much as you want. I'm putting a half a teaspoon of cayenne in this just to give it a little kick. And I'm sure someone in my family will complain that it's too much. But you know what? You ain't up here singing and dancing all day, so I'll do what I want. Anyway, let me get this in here. And what I will probably do, because this is like really, really low sodium, this whole thing is, I will probably put a little bit of salt in this once it starts cooking down and I taste it. I will probably adjust some of these spices and ingredients. I may put a little Lowry's in here, low sodium, because like I said, I'm doing this from scratch. And I don't have a whole lot of salt and stuff in here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this beef broth and I'm going to put a cup of beef broth in here to start. And the beef broth, instead of water, is really helpful because it brings flavor. And if you really want to make it healthy for you, get some beef bone broth. Now, that's pretty pricey. And, you know, hey, I spent enough money on this. I don't know, my bones are good. But for those people who need that extra protein or that extra oomph, do the beef broth. Now, this is 6 ounces, this tomato paste. So I'm going to use half a can of this. Let me get a spoon. Or matter of fact, let me get a knife. Let me not waste my spoons on this. Okay, so I'm going to use a half a can of the tomato paste. And I'll just take that out like that. And see, the loveliness is, and this is not something that you want to do all the time, but the loveliness is about my, now I got a brain freeze, y'all, about my, my can opener is, I can save this for tomorrow because I am cooking something I'm going to need this for. Let me clean that off. And you see this lid? I can stick this lid back on here just like that. It'll be in here secure. And I can stick it in my refrigerator and keep it until tomorrow. And so I don't waste money. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll stick that in the fridge. So I'm going to come back over here now. Remember, I have 28 ounces. I'm not doing 28 ounces. That's way, way too much. I would probably try half. This is tomato puree. Tomato puree is a little bit thicker than tomato sauce, but it's not as thick as tomato paste. So I'm going to do half a can of this and see if that's enough. Because I keep remembering I got all these freaking beans here. I got a lot of beans. Okay. Yeah. And so I'm just getting this all mixed together and incorporated. And it looks like it's kind of thick. So I think I'm going to put another cup of beef broth into this. Hey, you put chicken broth if that's your thing. Nobody can tell you how to cook your chili. Do your thing. And I'm going to put probably the other half. Okay, maybe I do need this whole thing. Huh. Go figure. See, I forgot I was making, this is a big pot here. So I'm making this. You don't want the chili to be watery because you're not making soup. But you don't want the chili to be too thick that it looks like you got a chili popsicle. Because you don't want a chili popsicle. Well, unless that's your thing. See, I'm all about giving everybody what they love. Okay, so I think I'm going to put another half of cup of beef broth in here because it's looking kind of stiff. And I'm going to throw this out. And I'm going to come back and stir it. And I'm going to turn this on. Now, at this point, when you're turning this thing on, you're going to turn it up so it can start a boil. You don't want it to be a rapid boil because, of course, you have to constantly stir this because of the dynamics of it. You don't want it to stick to your pot. You don't want Cajun chili. That's another show, okay? And I'm going to stir this stuff up. Now, this is what you should be looking. Oh, this looks really good. Yeah. And when you start cooking it, it'll start cooking down and the flavors will start melding. And I think that I probably will hit it up with a little bit more flavor once it starts heating up because that's just what I do. And you can do that too or not. Now, I have one ingredient left that I have not put in it yet, and I will. That is my Splenda. Now, as I've told you guys, I am a Splenda user. I've been using Splenda since it was created, literally. I think it was around 1990. When it came on the market, I was the first one to buy it. Now I buy Splenda Zero. To my knowledge, I don't have any third legs or anything, any defects from eating Splenda or using Splenda. I use it because I try to do some things that won't upset my dynamics in my life. Okay. As you see, I don't do everything I'm supposed to do. However, for those of you who want to use sugar, do you. For those of you who want to use, what else they got? Monk fruit, do you. But do something to cut the acidity of the tomatoes, because that's going to be a game changer. Trust and believe. So I will say that once this starts heating up, and like I said, this looks really thick. You know, I may have to put another cup. This is a lot of chili. I'm gonna put some more beef broth in here, and I'll definitely have to put some more flavor because I put a lot of liquid. But see, I know once this starts cooking, if it's not thin enough, you know, to actually boil a little, it is going to. I'll be standing here stirring the whole time, and I ain't trying to do all that. So let me turn this on. I'm going to turn it on probably like an 8 to start. So that would be a medium high on my stove. Okay. I'm going to stir this again. And you know what? I'm not going to even play. I'm going to take my Casey's blessing because this is what I do in real life. I ain't going to even play. You get your seasoning, salt, your all-purpose seasoning. And if you got a pot of chili this big, I want you to hit it like you ain't never hit it before. Otherwise, you're going to have what I don't like, pinto beans and ground beef. So I'm hitting it again. This is probably another tablespoon. Now, remember, this don't have salt in it. This is straight up herbs and spices. So I don't want anybody telling me about the sodium because it ain't none. Okay, I'm going to do my onion powder again. I'm doing everything again. So we can have that layer after I stirred it. So everything twice. And like I said, you guys can taste it. It depends on how deep you want to go with your flavor. And more chili powder, because this is what? Chili. I'm going to hit it with some more coriander. I'm just hitting it with everything. Okay, so y'all need to know everything that's up here, except for the marjoram. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing no oregano again. Savory flakes are good. Cayenne pepper, I'm going to leave that alone. I am going to put a little bit more turmeric in it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. You know who I was thinking about, what group I was thinking about? Well, I don't know if we call them a group, duo. Ashford and Simpson. They wrote a lot of songs for a lot of artists back in the day. But one that I liked that they made themselves was this one. And for love's sake, each mistake, all you forgave. And soon both of us learn to trust, not run away. There was no time to play. We build it up and build it up and build it up, and now it's solid. Solid as a rock. That's what this love is. The thrill is still hot, 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 hot. How many of y'all heard of that one? No one? Anyone? Everyone? No, that's like way beyond your way beyond your scope. I know I take y'all back into I take y'all back into the prehistoric times. Yes, I do. Because I want you to experience what I've experienced in my life. Good music. I ain't throwing no shade on the new stuff. But you can't, I'm going to tell you. Think about it. There's a reason why you hear some of these songs that I'm singing and you're like, I heard that before, but not those words. Because let's face it, people take that good music that people created from scratch, and I don't mean from a computer, real magicians, real musicians, real voices, real people, no auto-tune, and they remake them for a reason. Because it's good. I don't really foresee anybody remaking My Booty Shake. I don't think so. I don't. So, longevity. There's a reason why Luther Vandross has been gone on to glory for a lot of years, and his songs are still relevant. When we are all in spaceships and we're floating through the atmosphere, everybody will be, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 baby. I love you. I really do. Long ago. And oh, so far away. They gonna remember that. Ain't gonna never forget it. Trust me. When I'm dust, when you're dust, when the world is but a thought again, you will hear Luther's voice ringing in the heavens, and everyone will know. I don't know too much about who's out here now. I don't even know their name.
Gavin Devine. I wasn't sure what this was. That's why I didn't read it. I don't know if that's an actor.
Stevie Wonder's another one. You will hear his songs forever. You will hear these things forever. They ain't never going away. You need to know. So you may think that you've created it and it's brand new. And I hope you have the privilege of indulging in the music that has touched my life, that still touches my life. Okay, that's part of my whole food dynamic. Because I'm going to tell you, sometimes it'd be hard to stand up here and cook all this food. But you know that music gets me through? Yes, it does. And that's why I sit here and subject you to my voice, because I'm tired. I need to have something to help me get through this. So let me clear this up here. And let me check this stuff first. Let me, I got to get this mess up. Let me move this over here. Put my little can opener back over there. Okay, and find my sponge. Get a little soap on it. And then wipe this excess food up off my counter and my stove. Now, see, this is starting to play. This is doing some bubbling here. It's doing some bubbling, and it's good. Now, at this point, when you get this bubbling like this, you want to start the stirring, because it can easily stick. Because, like I said, this is a thicker sauce. So I'm going to get over here and I'm going to stir. Okay. And I'm going to use my little top holder. Put that over there. See, this is what we call a rapid boil in chili language. Okay. It can't rapidly boil like thin stuff, but wow. Yeah, that right there. That right there is doing some things. Can you smell it? Can you smell it, beautiful assistant? You smell anything yet?
It's smelling mighty tasty over there.
Okay, that's looking mighty tasty. Okay, so we're gonna keep on cooking that at medium high for maybe another 2 minutes, because I want those flavors to start melting in. This is not a long process. It really isn't.
So how long total would you say you're
Okay, well, in between my singing, this will probably take you maybe 35 minutes. Because it doesn't take that long. And if you are cooking for a small group of people or just yourself, depending on how much you want to take, even less. I'm going to keep these out here. I will put them away. But hey, you never know. I may be feeling like putting some up there. Okay, because guess why? When it's your kitchen, you can put as much as you want. Who gonna tell you not to? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Show me some hearts if you agree.
Yeah.
It's your kitchen and you do what you want to. You do like Diana used to say, it's my house and I live here. It's my house and I live here. There's a welcome mat at the door. And I'm going to invite you in. I'm going to give you more. Because this was built for love. The love of me cooking, the love of family, the love of comfort food. But don't come in here and give me no issues. Because this is my house. And it's your house. And you do you. Yes, you do. I think I'm going to make some t-shirts that say, do you, boo? Yes. You'll be a happier person in life when you do you. So, yeah, this is the bubble in here. It's just doing a little thing. Yes, it is. That is beautiful. That's some beautiful stuff right there. The lovely thing is that everything is pretty much cooked. So you're just letting it cook so the flavors can kind of mesh together. So they can decide, hey, I think I really like this person. Think about this as a blind date. Okay. None of the people knew each other. So I set them up because I knew that they would vibe. I put them together in one room and I said, handle your business. And that's what they're doing. And then they're all going to jump into the plate called my jacuzzi, the jacuzzi called my plate. And we're going to put some garnishes on their bathing suits. And we're going to have ourselves some yummy time. It is a cloudy day where I am. Is it cloudy where you guys are? Because if it is, it's that perfect day to eat this stuff, sit up in your bed, and watch your favorite show. That's what I'm talking about. And feel all warm and cozy inside, even if it's not outside. I had turned my AC off. I thought I was going to be hot. Now it's a little chilly up in this piece. So, BG&E, my my utility people probably are not happy today because we ain't pumping up the volume. Oh, well. So, let me get over here. Here we go again. We're going to do another stir because we're still on medium high. Oh, and see, now, what happens is all of your flavors are melding together. Yes. Can you feel the love tonight? Okay, I'm doing Lion King, y'all. I'm doing show tunes. I'm doing show tunes, y'all.
That's Elton John, right?
Huh?
That was Elton John, right?
He sang it, but this was from Lion King.
Yeah, no, I was like, who wrote the song? I think it's.
I don't know if he wrote it, but I know he sang it. I know he sang it on the soundtrack. I'm not sure if he wrote it. Don't quote me. I will look that up. But yeah, he definitely sang it. I like Elton John. I like some of his music. I really do.
Okay, I really like the song, Rocket Man.
I like Rocket Man, and I like. Didn't he do Benny and the Jets? Yeah, I love it. I really do like his music. I really do. I like a lot of people. Does anybody remember being around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know where, I don't know why. Why he's gone away and I don't know where he can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him. Who's that, y'all? Bet you don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay. Lisa Stansfield, guys.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Okay.
Wow. She was all the way. Now, see, I'm coming into this century now. Y'all need to come on.
Oh, Volvo to Love had it.
Yes, there you go. Good job, Volvo to Love. She was the bomb. I'm telling you, girl was the bomb. I bet you don't know this one. Now, this song right here, everybody should know this song because this song was the theme song for Good Morning America on ABC for that, I think, a whole year. So, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go away, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will change the day. Y'all know who that was? Well, I know you. You can't help but know, beautiful assistant, because you live in the house with me. Okay, tell them who it was. I bet you don't know who it was. I bet you remember that song. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a second. Gavin Devine, how are you? I hope all things are good. I didn't ask you guys how your week was last week. You know why? Because y'all don't never tell me. Okay? Y'all be sitting up here sparing my feelings. I tell y'all.
It doesn't look like anybody answered, so I'm going to say Desiree.
Desiree. Look it up, y'all. Desiree. I'm not going to say she was a one-hit wonder because she made a lot of music, but she kind of got away from the scene of music. You know, creative differences from what I understand. How about this one? Now, anybody that watched In Living Color with the Wayans brothers should know this song because it was over it. Because she's mindless. Oh, she's mindless. Da da dee da 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 da. I bet you don't know who made it. Wow, you don't. Okay, her name was Crystal Gale. And she had one dance. She had a video. It was so funny. But they played it and made jokes about this song on Saturday Night Live on Crystal. Oh, is it Crystal Waters? Yes. Volvo the Love, man. You on fire. You are on fire. For real. Okay. Let me see what else. Okay, I know y'all know this. Let me think. With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me, and you will see. That's it. Tell me what it is. I know you know. Can you give somebody else a chance?
I'm just saying, if y'all don't know.
Give someone else a chance. Listen, okay, Volvo, come on. Are you up in my house? You know all of it.
Okay, Sweet Love, but by who?
Okay, who is it by, Volvo? I know you know. I have faith in you. Tell me. Tell me something good. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this down. Yes. I'm going to turn this one down to 3. So that is a medium, like a high-low. 3 for my stove is a high-low. Because it's bubbling pretty rapidly. Oh, yes. See, I would, okay, I'm going to do this. Because I don't want to move this camera because I'm scared. Do you see how it's looking now? When it starts looking like that and the fluid starts getting really smooth and it's no longer stiff, then you know that your flavors are meshing. Let me get it back over here because what will happen on this stove right here, if the pot is not connecting with the eye, it'll go off. It'll go cold. It's only hot when you have these pots on it. Okay, that's how these induction stove, induction cooktops work. And it's good when you have people who are afraid of getting burnt. I'm not afraid of fire. I have plenty of battle wounds from back in the day. Okay? I have plenty. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to think of something that'll really stump Volvo to love. Because Volvo to love is after my heart here with knowing these songs. Okay? Let me see what I can get on you. I'm going to sing a song, and I think you will have to know who made this song. It was done a couple of times by this person. I'm going to try to sing this song. Because, see, allergies acting up, child. Okay, so let me dry myself out. Okay, so tell me if you know this one, Volvo to love. Okay, you ready? Okay. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there. This man, yeah, we can do this, Volvo. Oh, wow, this is, I can't believe this. Yes.
Good job.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, we are here. Okay, if you remember that, do you remember this one? And there is a place we'll go where there is mostly quiet, flowers and butterflies. A rainbow lives beside it, and from a velvet sky, a summer star, I can feel the coolness in the air, but I'm still warm. And then a mighty roar will start the sky to crying. But not even lightning will be frightening my lion. And with no fear inside, no need to run, no need to hide. You're standing strong and tall. You're the bravest of them all. If on courage you must call, then just keep on trying and trying and trying. You're a lion in your own way. Be a lion. From the Wiz, be a lion. Got y'all with that one, didn't I? I know a lot of Broadway songs. Yes, I do. I come from New York. I lived on Broadway. Every time something came out, my grandmother from Alabama would come up. My father's mother would come up, and she would go on Broadway, and she would take me with her. So now this stuff is coming down. And so what I'm going to do right about now, I'm going to take that Splenda wherever it went. Where did it go? Splenda.
What's that? The Splenda?
Okay, so I'm going to take my Splenda, and you can take your sweetener of your choice. I'm going to do 4 squirts of Splenda. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be about a tablespoonful or a tablespoonful of a half if you had this big of a pot. And what I would do is I would start with maybe a teaspoonful in your mixture. Taste it. What you don't want your food to taste like candy. What you do want is for the sweetener to balance off the acidity of the tomatoes. Okay? So let me stir this in. And yes, I will be putting in a pinch of salt because I'm sure I'm going to need that with all of these spices and stuff in here that have no sodium. Everything is no sodium. You got to give it a little bit of salt. Because you do know iodized salt is a component that you need in your body. And a lot of the foods that you eat do not contain iodine. So if you're going to use some salt, get the iodized salt. All right, so here it is. Let me take that. And I'm just going to put...
Almost Love says, if you believe was their favorite.
Oh, what you say? That was good. Oh. Yes, mine too. If you believe in yourself, then you must know that no one can change the path that you must go. And stir, y'all. Believe what you feel, and in your heart, know it's yours. For the time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe you can go home. Believe you can float on air. Then click your heels 3 times if you believe you can go home. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic that's inside your heart. Believe all these things, not because I told you to, but believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, believe in yourself as I believe in you. Glinda the Good Witch. Yep. Them were the good old days. Volvo to love. Them was the good old days. So now I'm going to have my beautiful assistant come over here and taste this so she can tell me if it's right about what it needs to be, or do I need to put a little bit of more something up in here. And if it's ready, we're going to show you how to plate this puppy up. How about that? But I did promise you guys that I was going to give you a little bit of information on what you don't know about your food, the Food 411, before we skedaddle on out of here. So let me get my little paperwork and get my reporting chair. And my...
Can we put a little bit more Splenda?
Yes. Put a little, my beautiful assistant, I put 3 squirts of Splenda. Like I said, I have a big giant pot of chili. I put 3 squirts. How many more are you going to do?
I did 2 more.
She did 2 more, so that's 5. So about for that size, if you're using regular sugar, a tablespoonful and a half. Then taste. Okay, so let me light your fire. with this information. So, there are many myths about food, okay, including eggs cause cholesterol issues. Now, actually, eggs don't cause high cholesterol, and the fat in eggs can actually protect your heart health. Can you believe it? They be selling us all kind of hype. Okay, another one. All fats are unhealthy. Do you know that we need some fats and can have heart health benefits when eaten in moderation? What I tell y'all. Even they believe in my philosophy. Megan. Yes. Okay, here's another one. Fat-free foods are healthier. Now, this is the real deal. Y'all got to start reading these labels. Fat-free food often contains added sugar, starch, or salt to make up for the lack of fat. Fat has its benefits. Okay, I'm telling you. Some fat is necessary for optimal brain, heart, and organ function. You got to oil that body. Okay, you got to be like the Tin Man in the Wiz. You got to oil them wheels. Okay, so I got another one. Now, I'm gonna tell you, some organics food is very expensive. It depends on the store. But I find if you go to the farmer's market and they have people who farm who do not use pesticides, because that's all organic means. Okay, you can get some pretty good buys, and then sometimes things are on sale. Now, that meat was supposed to be organic. I'm gonna tell you, that's the same cow that they had 100 cows and made that hamburger meat. They put a label on that. Ain't no doggone organic, all that fat. Anyway, okay, food supplements are necessary. Now, people want to sell these things to you. But if you think about it, a balanced diet provides the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that your body's going to need to keep you in good physical and psychological health. I can tell you this. I told you I had this rooted to the tutor blood work a couple of months ago. I was taking mega vitamins at one point, and then I stopped. And I went to the doctor. Yeah, my stuff is good. So what you put in your mouth will determine, you left the top off. Once you put in your mouth will determine what is going to be ingested. It's about absorption. So you learn what to eat, when to eat it, and how to eat it. And you're going to get some of the nutrients and things that you need instead of taking so many pills. I mean, you know, if you want to do pills, do pills. But I prefer to get it the all natural way or organically. Okay, then they say carbohydrates are unhealthy. Not all carbs are unhealthy. That don't mean to go up there and eat that whole cake or them cookies. You have complex carbohydrates that your body requires, that metabolizes in your system in a way that the nutrients and stuff kind of go there, and it dissipates out of your body. Okay, so certain vegetables and things are called complex carbohydrates. I ain't talking about that candy bar, that Dove bar, whatever it is. I'm talking about that. Okay, so most weight loss diets recommend a moderate amount of carbohydrates, even for diabetics. It's just about how you fix it, what you put in it, and if it's complex or not. Okay, and another myth, red meat is bad for you. Oh, I'm going to get gout. Gout is a form of arthritis. It does not have to be connected to red meat. Red meat may not be as bad as you think. It's good for your heart health, but just like everything else, you don't want to sit and eat a steak every day. No. It may not be good for you. Some people who are carnivore, who live as carnivores, have said that this is the way to go. And I'm going to tell you, I tried doing carnivore for about 3 weeks. I'm telling you, the inflammation went away. I just got kind of bored of eating just meat all the time. I got tired of it. But I will say it did go away. I can't tell you what the long-term effects were, but I felt a whole lot lighter and better because I wasn't swollen like a tick all the time. Okay, so let me go back over here, check on what my lovely assistant did to this, and we may be ready to play that puppy up. Would you like that? I know you will. All right, let me get over here. Let me take this top off. Who was creeping around the corner there? Okay, all right. So is it where we need to be now?
It's good to see you, ma'am.
Okay, so my lovely assistant says this chili is doing the same thing. So I'm gonna get this up. I'm gonna get that up. Okay, we gonna plate this puppy up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to plate this puppy up?
Ready?
Hey, y'all vote and tell me who gonna get the first taste. Woo! Is it gonna be Grill Master? Is it gonna be Corey, who is here waiting? Is it gonna be the beautiful assistant? Is it gonna be moi? I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes. Y'all vote and tell me who gonna get the first taste. Okay? See, I ain't seen Corey for the better part of this show, but when I said taste, I hear feet, I hear the pitter pat. Oh yeah, let me get this, y'all. The cute bowl. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna get. Now y'all thought I forgot, right? I didn't forget about my fresh chives that I have over here. Okay, now I'm getting ready to go in here and I'm gonna show y'all how it's done. Oh, we forgot for Daddy.
All right.
Yeah, give Daddy, heat Daddy up. See, this is what I did. This is the rice that's been in there for 24 hours. And because I don't eat no rice, I forgot about him. Okay, but the lovely assistant, who is the offspring of Grill Master, is gonna heat up a little of this and put it in a bowl. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna change his name, y'all. But I ain't gonna say that. Do you know the Grill Master be out there in the wintertime grilling? That's how dedicated he is. That's a dedicated Grill Master. Yeah, I don't think you heat it up on the plate and then put it in. I'm gonna take that. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna plate this up. Let me get my ladle and do a little yodelay. And you okay?
Yep.
See, y'all, this is what happens on real TV. You see people bust their chops.
Oh, not today. Not today, honey.
Yes. All you gotta do is say yes. You make me so hungry for this chili. Yes, you do. So, let me get this spoon out. I'm gonna keep letting it cook on 3 because I find the longer it cooks. And if you think it's good today, tomorrow, it'll be wonderful tomorrow, which is only a day away. All right, let's get this in here. Yes. Now what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna make me some corn muffins, and that's gonna be really good with this.
Jerome said Swiss Miss. I think like this hot chocolate.
You want me to have some hot chocolate too? Okay, Jerome, is it sugar free? You keep telling on yourself every day. Every day, Jerome. Every day. Yes, that's some beautiful stuff right there. Okay. That is some beautiful. I'm gonna get this cheese. Now I purchased this cheese because I like it. They say it's supposed to be creamy blend. I usually get the thinner shredded cheese, but I got this one because they said it was a creamy Mexican blend. So we're gonna figure this out. But first, I'm gonna let you see what this chili looks like without any dressings because everybody don't want all that. Okay, so, but I am gonna put a little onion on top. I'm gonna put a little onion on top of there, so this you can see. Okay, y'all. So let me tell you what you think. Tell me what you think. Okay, you see that lovely? Do you see this? Okay, give me some love if you think that this is something you wanna try, because you can do this. The smell off of this is phenomenal. For real. This is do you see all the beans? Every bean is intact, beautiful, thick sauce. This is so savory. I wish you could be here to taste it. So now I'm gonna put this cheese on here because guess what? Since Corey is the newest member of the family, we're gonna let him try it first. I gotta heat up the Grill Masters stuff. Okay, how about that? Okay, so let's get this in here.
Mom said, okay, Cajun cook.
What Cajun? What is that? Is that a crack? Is that a crack, Jerome? Is that a, see, you know what? See, people got jokes, you know?
Yeah.
Let me put, would you like cheese? Okay, so let me put this on here. Now, this may not melt as quick. That's the only thing. So I may have to stick this in the nuka and let it melt a little bit because it's kind of thick. That's
all you do, you could, I guess, start prepping Daddy, Grill Master's plate.
Okay.
I got the rice on there.
You got the rice in the bowl?
Yep.
Okay.
On the counter.
Oh, cool beans. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in the nuka because this is so thick. It's just kind of sitting there, and we ain't got all day. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the nuka and radiate him a little so he can join the family of radiation people. I'm gonna stop that. Okay, put that there. Okay, get a nice spoon. I'm gonna spoon up the Grill Masters who does not want cheese on his. Call your daddy.
Hey,
I'm going to spoon up some more of this for the Grill Master.
Cosmic said, cool beans. I thought you just cooked them.
What?
That's what Cosmic said. He said, cool beans. I thought you just cooked them.
You know what? You about to, yeah, Cosmic. I'm about to eject you from the Wicked Eats lineup. Okay. Okay. You're a little mouthy today, Cosmic. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put some more onion on his, some sour cream, and then you can see this is how I do it. This is how we do it. I got a million of them. What is it? La 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 la.
Yeah. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
All right, here comes the
Okay, it's
grill.
coming.
Yeah.
I ain't ready for you yet. Okay, so we're gonna get that. Okay, put that over here. Just pretty that up a little. A teeny tiny bit. This bowl is hot, y'all. Let me give
Another one of those delectable, scrumptious
okay.
plates.
So this is how I do it. This is how. Do you see the whipped cream? The sour cream. This lovely Mexican cheese. Can everybody see it? Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Watch it, baby. About to spill it.
Okay. Can y'all see this?
Right there.
Okay, great. Okay, Corey, come on over here on camera, and he's gonna taste it. And I'm fixing Grill Master's plate. Okay, this is the thing you do on days like this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is hot. Yeah, that's hot. Let me give you a pot holder so you can put that on. There you go. This is hot. Okay, let me make Grill Masters.
Look good. Look good.
It does.
Ooh.
Now, Grill Master has his on top of the rice that has now been turned into fiber, y'all. And I'm just going to hit him up with a little bit of the green onion. I'm not going to do all other stuff because he's real basic. Now I'm going to have to cut up some more green onion for myself because I done shared the wealth way, way too much, y'all. Okay. Okay, so this is Grill Masters. This is what happens when you put it on rice and it sits up there. Can you see it? Can y'all see that? There you go. So that's one way. And somebody suggested that you put it over some potatoes, a baked potato with cheese. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. It sure is. Yeah, for real. I'm telling you. Okay. Oh, sorry.
The smell is amazing.
Okay, come back here. You ain't telling what you thought. You see, he don't know how to play a game, y'all. He don't know how to play a game. I need the mukbang look. Come on.
Smells delicious.
Oh my gosh. So, y'all, this was chili Casey style. Like I said, see, I can't talk because, you know, he's so loud. He don't need to be on TV. The sound effects are amazing. They sure are. Y'all.
Amazing.
Yeah, let me tell you, you really like it? See, this the 3-bean chili. I got people standing in line like it's the soup kitchen for real. You know, so okay, and a beautiful assistant found the spoon in her mouth. Anyhow, y'all. I had a great time with y'all today. This was the bomb, for real. I'm so glad to have some new faces in here. I hope y'all come back and join me again real soon, like next week. This is some fun stuff. I know I'm a Looney Tune all day long, but that's what it's all about. That is what a home-cooked meal in your house with people you care about, even if you just care about you. Treat yourself to some good old home cooking every now and then. And remember, if you like this, you know what you need to do. I need everybody to hit that like button.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to subscribe, because I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. Make me hit that number, y'all. Okay? And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you'll always know when I'm coming at you. Even though I'm going to let y'all know I'm coming back next week. I got a whole nother show, Home Cooking with Casey, with some fabulous recipes on there. I'm going to be doing some beautiful savory yellow squash this Sunday, and you don't want to miss that.
Man.
Trust and believe. Okay? And as always, now you know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace, and some great weekend eats. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hugs and kisses. Okay, the line starts here, y'all. Come on. Now I can drink my coffee. You know, I have not. Y'all didn't let me drink my coffee. Okay, goodbye.